Western Montana, 2006. The air was crisp, the scent of pine thick in the cold autumn air as Alan trudged deeper into the wilderness. He had hunted these mountains since childhood, knew every ridge and valley like the back of his hand. But this trip felt different. Something in the wind whispered caution. Daylight waned as he set up camp near a small clearing. The fire crackled, casting long shadows against the trees. As he skinned a hare caught earlier, he felt a peculiar sensation, like being watched. He glanced over his shoulder, scanning the tree-line, but saw nothing. The first night passed with uneasy sleep, the sounds of the forest lulling him into slumber. Then, just before dawn, a distant, guttural howl tore through the silence. It wasn't a wolf. It wasn't anything Alan had ever heard before. His blood turned cold. On the second day, Alan ventured deeper into the woods. The tracks of a large elk led him through dense brush, but something was wrong. The tracks were fresh, but there was no sound of movement, no rustling, no breaking branches. He followed the trail until he found the carcass. It had been mauled beyond recognition. Flesh torn in long, deep gashes, bones shattered as if crushed by immense force. Alan crouched beside it, his rifle clutched tightly. No bear did this. No mountain lion. It was something else. The second night, the sounds came closer. Footsteps, heavy, deliberate, circling his camp just beyond the firelight. He gripped his rifle and called out, but there was no reply. Only breathing. Slow, deep breathing from the darkness. By the third day, exhaustion and paranoia clawed at his mind. He tried to head back, retracing his steps, but the trail had changed. Landmarks he swore he passed were gone. The forest had shifted. That night, he didn't sleep. The fire blazed high, but beyond it, shadows moved. Then, a shape. Tall, impossibly tall, with elongated limbs and eyes that gleamed like molten silver. It crouched at the edge of the firelight, watching him. Alan raised his rifle and fired. The shot echoed, but the thing didn't flinch. It only tilted its head, as if amused. Then it spoke, a sound like wind through dead trees, like bones scraping together. Run! Alan did. He crashed through the forest, branches tearing at his skin. Behind him, the creature followed, silent, tireless. His lungs burned. His vision blurred. The ground fell away beneath him as he tumbled into a ravine, striking his head against a rock. Silence. When the search parties came, they found his camp untouched, his rifle by the fire, fully loaded. No tracks. No signs of struggle. Just the lingering scent of something ancient and wrong in the air. Alan was never seen again.